Ooh, the Nature Boy has officially lost control. He may have won his last match, but I think it's fair to say he has lost his last brain cell. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Flair said he passed out during his last match. Well, I think he might still be passed out because he has to be in absolute dreamland if he really believes what he said in his latest podcast. Ric Flair came out, the Nature Boy, the 16-time world champion, had the audacity to turn around and say that Charlotte Flair, his daughter, versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania will be as big as Steve Austin versus The Rock if built right. What an absolute joke. On one hand, you've got an overpushed plastic bitch who only has 14 world titles because her second name is Flair, and on the other hand, you have a boring, muscular looking chick who only got the headline WrestleMania because she's black. That's it in a nutshell. These two have nothing in common with Steve Austin and The Rock. I mean, the only thing they've got in common actually is the fact that one is white and one is black, but that is it, man. Steve Austin, the biggest star in pro wrestling, and The Rock, the biggest star in the entertainment industry, and probably the third biggest star overall in the wrestling business. You put those two together, you put those two charismatic men together, and you're getting absolute dynamite. You put Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair together, man, and it's like oil and water. It's like turn off the TV. Nobody wants to see it. But I don't want to misquote Ric Flair, so we'll go ahead here and actually say what he had to say on his podcast. So, I quote, "I have no inclination as to whether or not this will happen, but I think Charlotte Flair wrestles Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. It'll be as big as Austin and Rock if they build it right. They are the two best athletes ever that I've seen in my career to be in the same women's division. They are some other great workers, but for pure athletic ability, Bianca Belair and Ashley stand out. They could be the two best athletes in the company. I'm not kidding. Both are legitimate one division athletes with credentials." End of quote. He says he's not kidding. He has to be kidding. There's no way he can genuinely believe that these two will be as big as Austin and The Rock. There will never be another Austin and The Rock. It's not going to happen. You're not even going to get close to Austin and The Rock. I mean, Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair isn't even going to be as big as feuds in the past couple of years. I mean, this isn't going to be, it's not going to be anywhere near like Reigns or Brock or Cena or Orton, or it's not going to come close to anything like that. But this guy thinks it's going to rival Rock Austin, man. Ric Flair must really be suffering with dementia. Poor Nature Boy, I don't know what's wrong with him. Must be all the drugs, must be all the alcohol, maybe all his ex-wives. He's too busy spending their money. It's turned his brain into mush. I don't know what's happened with Ric Flair, but there's no way, there's absolutely no way that the Rock and Austin can be compared to Flair and Bianca Belair, man. Just not in a million years. Never. And I know it's his daughter, and I know we need to pretend that women are as good as the men, and we need to pretend that women's wrestling's great. Here, harsh reality, mate, it's not. It's not. It fucking sucks. Nobody wants to see it. The women's wrestling we want to see was back in the day with the brand panties. That's it. We do not want to see boring fucking plastic surgery face Charlotte Flair versus muscular, I look like a dude, Bianca Belair. Nobody wants to see it. We don't want to see it. It's not better than Rock and Austin. It's not on par with Austin and Rock. It's not even 2 or 3 levels below it. I mean, it's in a totally different fucking universe. Rock and Austin, probably the best feud of all time. Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair, a feud that nobody on this planet wants to see, apart from maybe the Nature Boy. But then again, I mean, his opinion these days doesn't really mean shit. That's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.